Good day. Thank you for joining us for today's news. If you find this helpful, please consider subscribing. We're here every day with calm, clear updates just for you.
Imagine the heart of Manhattan, where the bright lights of Times Square usually shine with energy and celebration. But one Saturday morning, that scene was shattered by a sudden and violent shooting. 3 people were hurt, and a 70-year-old was taken into custody. Witnesses say the chaos began with a fight inside a fast food restaurant, which quickly turned deadly. The gunfire surprised everyone, and while the police responded swiftly, the incident has left the city reeling as the details unfold. The focus is on justice and safety, reminding us that even in the most vibrant places, violence can strike without warning.
Imagine the moment 4 astronauts from NS, Japan, and Russia are soaring through the sky, their spaceship gliding toward the Pacific Ocean. After a 5-month journey in space, they prepare to return to Earth with a gentle splash. They touch down in the ocean west of San Diego, where a team of support crews is. They're safe, healthy, and full of energy, ready to share their incredible story. This mission not only brings closure to their time in space, but also highlights the growing collaboration between nations in exploring the cosmos. It's a moment of triumph, a reminder.
Picture this. A hairless French bulldog named Petunia has just taken home the crown at the world's ugliest dog contests in Santa Rosa. With her owner, Shannon Neiman, she walked away with $5,000 and the title of the year's most unusual dog. This event, now in its 50th year, isn't just about looks, it's about mounting the unique beauty of dogs and promoting adoption. Petunia's win is a reminder that sometimes the most unexpected can be the most endearing. The contest brings to celebrate diversity and the canine world. It's a fun, heartwarming event that highlights the spirit and pride of these special dogs.
Imagine a tense moment on the world stage where a Russian leader, known for his sharp political moves, hands over a prestigious award to a U.S. envoy, not for his own achievements, but for a CIA official whose son died fighting for Russia. The award, the Order of Lenin, was meant for Julian Galina, a senior CIA official whose son, Michael Bloss, died in 2024 while serving with Russian forces. The gesture, seen as a mind game by Putin, could raise uncomfortable. This move comes at a time when tensions between the U.S. and Russia are on edge, with Trump vowing to impose sanctions and negotiate a possible summit. It's a reminder that behind the political drama, real lives are being affected, and the war's impact is felt far beyond the battlefield.
Imagine a situation where a foreign nation donates a $400 million jet to a U.S. president, and the government is expected to use taxpayer money to retrofit it. That's exactly what's happening with the Qatari jet, and now a watchdog group is asking for a full investigation. They say it's not just about the money, it's about trust, transparency, and how the government is using its power. The jet, which was supposed to be a gift, is being retrofitted with funds from a nuclear missile program, raising serious questions about the misuse of public resources. The group argues that this isn't just a legal issue. Well, it's a matter of national security and ethics, and with the U.S. already operating 2 Air Force One jets, they're asking, what's the need for a 5th one from a foreign monarchy? This is a story about power, money, and the line between a gift and a bribe.
So you're thinking about borrowing money, and you're wondering what the best options are right now. Well, if you're a homeowner, you might be in luck. HELOCs and home equity loans are offering some of the lowest rates around, especially when compared to credit cards and personal loans. With rates sitting at around 8%, these options can help you access a significant amount of capital without paying too much in interest. But before you jump in, it's important to understand the differences between a HELOC and a home equity loan. HELOCs work like a Volvi. And don't forget, your home is the collateral, so it's crucial to make sure you can afford the payments. As the economy shifts and rates may drop further, now could be a great time to explore these options. Just remember to shop around and find the best rates for your needs.
Imagine this. The U.S. economy is already feeling the heat, with inflation creeping back up and growth slowing down. Now, a wave of new tariffs is adding fuel to the fire. These tariffs, set to take effect on August the 7th, are pushing the average import duty to its highest level since 1934. Economists are worried that this could push the economy into a dangerous mix of high prices and weak growth stagflation. While the economy is still growing, the signs are there. Businesses are passing on costs to consumers, the job market is showing signs of stress, and the Fed is caught in a tough balancing act. This isn't just a worry, it's a real risk that could shape the next chapter of the American economy.
Imagine your retirement savings suddenly getting a new set of options. President Trump is pushing to let 400 won accounts invest in things like private equity and cockshow pasts that can offer big returns but also come with big risks. They're more volatile and harder to track. Some experts say it could take years before these options become mainstream. And even then, not everyone might be ready to take the plunge. The future of retirement investing is changing, but whether it's a good move for you depends on your risk, tolerance, and financial goal.
Imagine a food safety crisis that led to the deaths of 10 people and made headlines across the country. Now the company at the center of that outbreak is preparing to reopen its shuttered plant only to face new reports of the same serious sanitation, despite claims of improvements. Recent inspections show that Prasan Chaya. This raises big questions about whether the company is truly committed to fixing its practices or if these issues are just a pattern of negligence. For now, the food safety watchdogs are watching closely, and consumers are left wondering if deli meat from boar's head is still safe to eat.
President Trump is telling the military to go after drug cartels in Latin America, a source says. This is part of a bigger plan to stop the flow of illegal drugs into the U.S. and to fight the cartels using all the tools available, including the military. The administration has already labored. It's not just about stopping drugs, it's about national security. Trump is also using the military to help with immigration enforcement. Sending thousands of troops to the border and even deploying Marines to Calibration is about tackling these issues head-on, even if it means going beyond traditional law enforcement methods.
The CDC has reported that the levels of the calaboose are rising in much of the United States, with the highest levels observed in the western states. Wastewater data shows increased activity, and emergency room visits for the virus are also on the rise, while the overall percentage of emergency room visits for the infection remains low. The trend is. Experts warn that even though the number of deaths and hospitalizations is gradually decreasing each season, people should not ignore the increases, especially for those who are vulnerable, such as the elderly, young people, and those with weakened immune systems. The summer surge of the virus doesn't seem to be slowing down, and the CDC is closely monitoring. That's all for today's news. We appreciate your time. If you enjoyed this update, please consider subscribing. Your support helps us keep going.